Go ahead. So seeing a few people working on the shoulder girdle and seated, the requirements for control are higher because the person's in seated. They're either required to keep themselves upright, and really, even when you're working, you have to help them stay upright and not stay uptight, right? So how you move makes a very, very large difference. This really matters. So keeping in mind that there are trade-offs at all times. So if I was to work on the shoulder girdle like this, you immediately know that depending on how I move, she's going to have a harder time relaxing, right? If I come under here like this and I start to make big moves, we've got a problem, right? So I need to start to consider multiple things. So depending on my hold, there's always a trade-off. So if I wanted to work on the medial border of the scapula, I can't be here. I'm going to need to come in here. So as I always say, it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that, right? So as I come this way, it's fine. If I come this way, I have to get out of the way and see her body move. So now I'm not working on her shoulder anymore. So here. This will do a bunch, right? So exploring internal external rotation will help. I've got good contact. I can do whatever I want. Now, if I make a move like this, it's wrong. It's too big. So I have to manage how I use the lever as well as how I control. Now, if I'm back here trying to work on it, I can get good contact. Maybe I can get a little bit more movement of the arm, and she'll move a little bit less. My top hand, the thumb is monitoring the medial border, but so I can move a little bit better. Yeah, if you come over here. Is it working? Sweet, right? But the fingertips on the top actually give me a ton of control too, because now like I can do that. I don't want to, but I can also feel when that's going to come in. Make sense? Right? What was the hold that you were, was it here? This is what you were doing? Yeah. So look, now, yeah, I've got some control of the lever, but I have an issue. Sorry about the hair. I have an issue where I lose how much I can do. I'm so tied up. I have so much contact. I can't move the lever as well, right? If I wanted compression, I can't really get it well. So generally speaking, in seated, you end up, the best trade-off is holding around the elbow so I can get the internal external rotation, flexion, extension, AB and adduction. This gives me a lot. So I can be here, right? I can be here. If I go in front, I can work this, but I lose the sagittal plane largely. Again, the more wrapped up I am, the more contact I have, the more I limit the ranges that I can get to. And then I have way less body contact, so I have less control of her. So it's always the trade-off. And regardless of what position and what approach you choose, you're making choices on your trade-offs whether you know it or not, right?